Hey everyone, it's Mark, and this is the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 5. Been using this for over a month now. Here are my thoughts. The X1 Extreme is one of my favorite ThinkPads because I feel it's the right combination of performance, battery, and portability. It's not too big to carry around in your bag while providing the performance you need for creative work or any other professional tasks that require a powerful GPU and CPU. The design is your typical ThinkPad in black with red accents. This body is made of magnesium and carbon fiber, which are light and durable materials. This is a premium device. And let's take a look at that carbon fiber weave on the lid. It looks so good. However, one thing you should know is that this laptop attracts fingerprints, especially around the palm rest area, so having a microfiber cloth nearby helps. The X1 Extreme has a 16-inch 16:10 display, and there are several options for you to order. You can get it in touch or non-touch, 3 different resolutions, and even an optional high refresh rate of 165 Hz. This review unit is the high-res 3840 by 2400 non-touch version with brightness up to 600 nits. It's great for creative work indoors and outdoors. It's bright, great contrast and color, no complaints here. Now, it's supposed to have X-Rite Color Assistant pre-installed, which helps calibrate the display and lets you easily switch color profiles, but I haven't been able to run it at all. It just crashes. After looking around Reddit and support forums, it seems the issue is the latest version of X-Rite. I hope that gets resolved soon because it would be really nice to easily switch color profiles from the taskbar. Above the display is the full HD camera, which looks great for video calls. It also comes with Windows Hello Face Unlock, which is definitely my preferred method of signing into my laptops. If you prefer the fingerprint scanner, the X1 Extreme Gen 5 has that too, which is integrated with the power button. So this lid opens flat, and if you're a longtime ThinkPad user, you're probably used to that already. This type of hinge helps with the durability, but I can imagine some other helpful use cases like showing off your display to someone sitting in front of you. Now let's talk about the keyboard. Great key travel, spacing, and layout. I can comfortably type on it every day. The top row also has shortcuts to help with office work. You can mute or unmute your speakers and mic. There's also a shortcut to open Teams and another custom shortcut you can assign to whatever you want. I'm currently using it for the snipping tool. If there's one nitpick that I don't like about this keyboard, it's the placement of the page up and down buttons. They're right next to the arrow keys, so I accidentally hit these 2 buttons more than I want to. The left and right sides of the keyboard are the speakers. I'm no audio expert, but they sound great. They're tuned by Dolby Atmos, and you can play with the audio settings from the Lenovo Vantage app. I keep it in auto, but you can choose presets for movie, music, game, voice, whatever you like. The trackpad looks like your traditional ThinkPad as well. There are 3 buttons placed above the trackpad and a red track point in the middle of the keyboard layout. I don't use it often, but plenty of people do. One use case I'm familiar with is to scroll pages by pushing down the middle button and moving the track point. Let me know if you use this feature. Interested to hear the how, why, and where you use this track point. Let me know in the comments below. So let's talk about ports. The left side of the X1 Extreme Gen 5 has the AC power, 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 4, HDMI 2.1, and the audio jack. I like having this HDMI input because a lot of offices still use that. I don't have to worry about bringing or asking for a dongle to connect this laptop to a monitor. The right side has 2 USB Type-A ports, Kensington lock slot, and SD card reader. Just keep in mind that when you put in the SD card, it sticks out instead of being flush with the laptop. Not really a fan of USB Type-A ports. I'd rather replace these with more USB-C ports. So I've been running Windows 11 Pro on this X1 Extreme Gen 5, and the experience has been great. For reference, I work in marketing, so I do a lot of emails, video meetings on Teams or Google Meets. spreadsheets, editing Word documents, and also watch a lot of YouTube videos, all those tasks run smoothly on this device. However, one thing that's noticeable is the fan noise. They sometimes turn on when I'm using Microsoft Teams or when I'm watching YouTube videos. This isn't a problem when I'm wearing my headphones, but really annoying when I'm not wearing them because they're a little distracting. You can fix this by putting the device power mode in the settings to balanced, but I'm used to keeping this on best performance when I'm plugged in. For specifications, you can get up to 12th Gen Intel Core i9, up to 64 gigs of RAM, up to 8 terabytes of storage, up to NVIDIA GeForce 3080. You could also get the optional 5G connectivity. Pricing starts at around $1,400 and go up depending on what options you choose. This review unit is configured with 12th Gen Intel i7, 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gigs of storage, and NVIDIA GeForce 3060. I wanted to see how easy it was to upgrade the RAM, and it was very easy. There are 7 screws at the bottom, which you don't need to even worry about losing because they don't pop out. Just loosen those and remove the bottom panel, and then remove and plug in the new memory. Very easy. If you're thinking of using this for creative work, it should definitely be on top of your list. Big screen, great performance, yet still portable enough. No issues editing videos with Adobe Premiere Pro, handling my Canon 4K videos smoothly, which I'm currently shooting with. Now, I prefer real-life usage and experience over benchmarks, but I know that's important to some people, so here are some benchmarks. So I'm not a big gamer, but I do play Call of Duty Warzone. With the GPU that came with this review unit, I'd say the experience is not that great. If you're thinking of playing games like Call of Duty, I'd suggest getting a better video card than the NVIDIA GeForce 3060. Now let's talk about battery life. On average, I get about 5 hours, which is fine. That can go up or down depending on the type of usage that day. I would still bring the charger if I'm going to do some work from the coffee shop. And speaking about the charger, it's a little big, so it'll take up a lot of space in your bag. In summary, I'll repeat what I said earlier. This X1 Extreme is a great balance of performance and portability, and you get that in a ThinkPad body that's very durable because all ThinkPads are tested in harsh and extreme conditions. This will last longer than your average laptop. But there are 2 things that you need to look out for, and that's the battery life and the loud fan noise. Alright, so that's my review of the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 5. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm Mark. See you in the next video.